Learning how to be movie star.
All right, that's a coffee. It's a coffee talk. Better sit up because it's a coffee talk.
It's a coffee talk.
I am a little disappointed that you don't have a Telenews bug, that you have that Apple bug. Although,
I know, dude.
It's way better than having an Android bug.
That's true. I think I would get in trouble for that.
Is it Droid or Android? I don't even know. Like,
I think the Droid is the abbreviation.
Oh. Android?
Abbreviation. Yeah.
Android
is the title.
Yeah, it's lame.
Full title.
It's
Yeah.
it's the worst.
It's the worst. Oh, if you haven't heard the other coffee talk.
I mean, what do you like? Okay, not to totally derail this thing, but you're like you text somebody and it comes back with a green text. Like, do you like? Is there a little judgment there instead of a blue text?
Yeah, I don't know. It's like icky,
I just got
right.
Like it doesn't tell me that it got delivered. I don't know what happened. It's like I just threw
That's gross.
Right, that's it. It's like not judgment. It's just like, ew, what's happening over there?
You turned into a valley girl.
Ew, gag me with a spoon.
Oh, so
all right.
gross.
Anywho,
Okay, so I was talking to our sales manager earlier, and we were talking
you have one?
about yeah, we were talking about selling.
Yeah.
And I couldn't remember then, and I still can't remember it now. But there was something I wanted to buy, and the salesperson got all like they was totally nice. They were all happy about whatever it was that they were selling. I already wanted to buy it, but then they started rattling off features of this thing, like, oh, you can do this, you can do this, and you can do. And I'm thinking to myself, I don't want to do those things.
oh no.
They literally were unselling the product.
Oh,
because
geez.
Yeah, it was horrible. So we were talking about sales this morning and how important just in life, I really do feel passionate about, like, everybody needs to become a good salesperson because ultimately it's just communication, right? Becoming more of an effective communicator.
Yeah.
So we were talking about that, and that person was unselling what they were selling, and
Literally.
I already wanted to buy it.
Oh boy, what was it?
I don't remember. You know what? I remember. You know how what do they say? You always remember how somebody makes you feel, but you don't really remember the words. And this is a good point of that, is that I don't even remember what it was, the product, but I remember feeling like I don't even really want to buy this now.
Did you buy it?
It doesn't really make sense. It doesn't make sense for me because it didn't fall in line with, like, I'm a dad with kids, and like I think it was something about like what a single person would use it for or whatever. And I remember thinking, like, dude, I'm intrigued. That stuff. I don't want to go to, like, you know what I mean? Like, it's like when somebody's like, oh yeah, you can go to a drink, have a bar, and hang out with buddies, and whatever. And it's like, dude, I don't do that stuff. Like, so those aren't benefits for me. So all that dude had to do was ask a few questions, like, talk to me. Hey, why were you looking at it? Why were you buying it? Or why?
Yeah.
Well, I guess why were you looking at it? What do you like about it? Kind of thing. Like, and then ask a few questions about me. And he probably could have said, you know what? This would actually be perfect for you. You said you had a couple kids, and like, I think you'd like to do this. It'd probably save you a little bit of time. And you probably would cut down on this and stuff like that. Just if he would have done that, I would have been like, dude, you're so right. Like, I would have ran with it out the door.
Right.
But
yeah.
So many times it's we unsell things.
Yeah. Well, sales is there's a formula, right? It's like a recipe. If you bake a cake, there's steps to baking that cake. You don't put it in the oven first when it's in its package and then unpack it and then start mixing stuff up. There's an order, right? So it's great that he's excited about his product and that he knows his product. That's awesome. But he's got to deliver the features and benefits of the product that are going to be most relevant to the person that he's talking to. You have to be a chameleon. The best salespeople are chameleons, right? They will adapt to each person and then become that person's best friend because they love all of the things that person loves.
Right. And I think the moral of this is, you know all the sales steps, oh, I gotta empathize and I have to, have a relationship, connection, all this stuff. But dude, a lot of times you can do the opposite. You can unsell
Yeah.
if you just talk too much.
Yeah.
It's almost like the restraint is probably one of your best tools in sales, probably in life, right?
2
Restraint is
ears.
probably yeah.
2 ears, 1
But
mouth.
don't unsell. Like
Yeah.
everybody unsells stuff. Because if people start hearing too much about what they don't care about, then it unsells it.
Right. That's interesting. Like in our world, right? Selling the insurance, I think sales agents will get super excited when it's way less. Like they know the price and it comes back and it's way less, right? They're like,
Right.
and they'll want to skip things, like skip making them like you, skip going over the features and benefits, just go straight to it and try to close it. And it's like, look, that's now they think it's scammy because it's too low, or they're like, maybe, so you could, by not following it, you still can put yourself in a bad position even when you're way better in our world. And so I think it's so critical to touch on all those steps and check in and make sure you're doing it. That's why we love the script, right? We have the script and outline to boop, 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 go through those things because you know that it's going to end up through that law of large numbers. For the most part, you're going to get the best result. That if you picking and choosing doesn't bode well. Even when you cost less.
100%.
Yeah. I mean, we've had multiple ones of that out here in the bullpen. And your favorite person, Patty, it's happened to her where, down 100 and, $200 less. And the person says no.
First off, I like Patty.
I know.
Now, I don't think she likes me.
Maybe. I don't know. I haven't really got into it with her. It was just a talk about the Louis Vuitton purse. I mean, I don't think she approved of that conversation.
No.
I don't know. I mean, I'm Switzerland in this whole thing.
Okay.
Yeah. What?
Well, selling sucks, right?
It does. It does. And it's violating the laws of sales, right? He didn't ask you. He didn't diagnose your need. He did not figure out what you wanted. You came up, you said, I want that thing. It's awesome. And he could have said, okay, great. That's it, right? Make it a transaction. But if he's going to be a sales guy, he needs to. Well, so what is it that has you wanting this thing? Oh, well, I like to stick bowling balls in my ear. Oh, perfect. And then he goes into the features and benefits of the bowling ball, why it's good to stick in your ear.
Right. Yeah. And, and it was so funny because I remember there was a lot of great elements, great attitude, super excited.
Yeah.
Good. Like I remember thinking that there was all this great stuff, but literally when I was like, I don't want all these things. And if that's what this represents, it doesn't align with what I'm looking for.
Oh, man.
He literally was unselling it.
Oh, the worst.
It is the worst. It's like okay, I don't drink, right? So it's like a beer koozie.
Hey, I don't either.
Like my buddy. That's right. My buddy loves beer koozies.
Yeah.
And I'm just like always like nah. But I do like Bubblies, and when I'm camping, I do like Bubblies. But he likes beer. He's like,
what's
dude,
Bubblies?
They're like a carbonated water beverage with a slight.
Oh, you mean carbonated water?
Yeah.
Or seltzer?
So, yeah, you're like, dude, it's very manly when you're camping and everybody's drinking beers and talking about.
It's the same as bringing a wine cooler.
Yeah. Yeah. So he's like, dude, you should do like. Literally, the can was getting warm. He's like, why don't you just use a koozie? Like, Now, if the koozies weren't labeled as like beer koozies and stuff like that, I would probably have gravitated to buying them sooner. You
Yeah.
know,
Yeah.
just because
I used
I
to
don't drink
love
beer.
koozies when I drank, and now I don't have any
Yeah.
interest in koozies. I mean, I get it. You know,
Do
there's
you
a
drink?
lot of things.
Do you drink anything in a can?
Oh yeah, Monster, obviously.
Dude, do you like it when a monster gets warm at the end?
No,
Because they're pretty big, right? So by
they,
the end, they
yeah.
get pretty warm, and they
I
taste
pounded
what,
down like a
horrible?
loco, like a loco. What are those called? A four loc? Four loco.
Back
Remember
in
those?
the day.
I don't even think those are legal anymore.
I think if you light it, it will catch on fire. It's
Yeah.
the
So
worst.
yeah, the Monster is like the non-alcoholic version of the four loco.
Right.
Yeah.
Dude, but honestly, wouldn't you rather by the last sip still
Yeah.
have a cold, tasty sip?
Sounds like
So
you're
you know what?
unselling me
Let
on
me
this
do
idea,
you a
though.
favor.
I don't. Did I
Let me do
say that
you a
I?
favor. I'm
Yeah.
gonna get you a beer koozie. Ah, see, I said the word. I'm gonna get you a koozie to make sure that every sip that you take of that monster is delicious because you know what? Don't you think you deserve that?
I do deserve it. Do
You
you
do.
have any coffee talk koozies?
We're gonna make insurance dudes ones right after we get off this
Yeah,
podcast. I'll tell you
there.
that much.
I don't remember seeing that in the store. I think that we need to put those
We're
in
gonna do it
stat.
today.
I want an insurance dude. I
Yeah.
want a coffee talk and a teledudes.
So in the man section, there'll be beer koozies. In the
Ooh.
woman section, they will be bubbly koozies.
Well, now you just angered people.
Why? Because
I don't know.
because women drink beer and men drink bubblies.
Yes. You
It's
drink
one gender,
bubblies.
dude.
I thought Bubblies. Yeah, that's true. I thought Bubblies was like when you eat something that isn't good and your stomach's doing the Bubblies.
There's that.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's the word. Then you know it's time to leave the campground. So I think we should
You
leave it at
guys,
that.
no, everybody should eject now, but I will say one more thing. So
Yeah.
leave the conversation. I'm just going to talk to Craig on this because
Okay,
it's not going to be
everybody,
worth your
please
time.
turn off your. We'll give you 3 seconds. To
Best commercial ever
Yeah.
about Bubblies. It's who's the singer?
Which
Bublé?
Bubblies? The drink or
Is it
the
Michael
or the
Bublé?
stomach? The drink or the
The
stomach?
the drink. The drink.
Oh.
Is it who's the singer?
I think it's
The
Michael
crooner.
Bublé. Yeah, Michael Bublé.
Bublé. So he has like a bubbly. He's like, oh, you're gonna love this bublé. And he keeps calling it, they're like, no, it's a bubbly. It's the best commercial
I love
about
it.
bublé with the bubblies.
But is it
It's
better
the dude,
than
love that guy.
what's that?
No, but that's the greatest commercial of all time.
Whatever happened to that project?
What's that?
What's
Well, they
that?
did like 8,000 versions of it, and then
No, I mean
um,
the insurance dude's what's project. Now we're
oh yeah,
spoiler
we'll do that.
alerting if we're leaving this in there.
Well, it's a consolation prize for listening to all this garbage.
Yeah, this is like, when you're at the movie theater or you're at the movie and the credits end and then there's a little extra at the end. That's what this is.
Yeah. Now they have a behind the scenes look at all of our important business meetings.
Yeah. Yep. This is an important one. All right. This is an important one.
Oh,
I am tired, Mr. Jason.
that's a coffee talk.
That's a coffee talk. Bye. Coffee talk.